Okay guys, welcome to my room tour, or I guess setup tour, because this is a flat. It's kind of a tour. This is my office, basically. I've put off wanting to do this video for a while because I've known I'm going to be moving out of here soon, so I wanted to do it towards the end of my tenancy, and I'm moving out of here end of Feb, so it's now mid-January, so I thought nothing's going to change now. I've moved this around quite a bit. You may have seen little clips here and there of my actual setup and stuff, but now it's staying as it is, and I thought I'd show you it so that I have like a record of, I can look back in a few years time and be like, oh, I remember that place, I used to live there. And yeah, so I'm going to run you through everything I work with, where I work, the tools I use, the equipment I use, and I'm going to go into it a little bit in this video, like how I make my videos, but if you want me to do an in-depth video exactly how I make them, feel free to, ask in the comments down below. But yeah, if you're going to enjoy this, leave a like, rate, and subscribe if you're new. And those of you actually that are members, I want to say a massive thank you to you guys. Weirdly, I haven't been streaming that much recently, obviously because of Christmas and stuff, but more and more of you are joining as members every day. And it's really nice to see. So thank you so much. I'm going to be updating the membership soon so that there's higher tiers and a lower tier, so that, the people that don't have a load of money to spend or whatever, but still wanted to support me in a way, because I've had a lot of people ask me to make like a 99p tier or whatever, just so that you don't get really any rewards from it, but at least you're a member, you're part of the family, if that makes sense. So I'll be doing a video separately to update you guys on that. But for now, I just want to say a massive thank you to members, all of you out there. And if you want to become a member, just hit the join button down there. Yeah. Also, check the links in the description. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. That's how you keep up to date with what I'm doing. And also, there's a merch link down there if you want to check out merch. But let's not turn this video into a give me money kind of thing, even though I do like money. All right, let's get on with this room tour, or setup tour, or whatever you call it. I've literally just chucked out like all of this stuff. That is not poo in a cup. Well, that's coffee. That is like a smoothie. I've tried to start being a bit healthier and eating smoothies and stuff. That's like a celery, blueberry, and apple smoothie. They don't exactly go well together, but health. It's all about health. I've got some of my shoes down here. This isn't even my office, but screw it. I kind of have an addiction to Adidas and Ultra Boosts at the moment. These aren't Ultra Boosts, but damn, they are Adidas, and I love them. Not a sponsor. You should probably buy my merch instead, but I don't sell shoes, so yeah. Ultra Boosts, baby. These are my favorites. I run in these, and, well, Star Wars. Yeah, I don't know. But yes, so this is the entrance into my office. There's my bedroom, there's the bathroom. I don't know if I've done an actual flat tour, but screw it, this is what you're getting. So there's a sofa here. I couldn't really tell you why. It's mainly just there because I've already got a sofa in the living room through there, and, well, that was originally in the living room, but I've just moved it into here so I can sit and, well, stare at my YouTube plaque if I want to. There's the plaque, 100,000 subscribers. I never actually did a video thanking you guys for this, but thank you, honestly, so much. It's so nice to see. This is the old one as well. They've updated it since I got this, so it looks a bit different now, but I kind of like that this is the old one because I started when this was sort of the look of it, and I don't know, it's just a nice memory and stuff. So let's hope we can get to 1 million soon, maybe. Then I've got a WillyB Marmite. I don't know if you guys in America have Marmite, but I don't even like it, but Mum got this for me. Never open it. It's kind of nice to have, though. Got a HomePod there for when I'm editing and I want to listen to some music. Very, very nice. The main reason I've got a HomePod, I know they may not be the best, or a lot of people might not like them. They're quite expensive, but I use Apple Music. Everything I use is pretty much like Apple and stuff, so it just makes everything a lot easier to use this. I know you can connect, other stuff to it, but it's fine. It's fine. This thing here is a diffuser. It's mainly, I don't know. I mean, my brother got his girlfriend one for Christmas, and I saw, I smelt it when she basically used it when she was over, and I was like, damn, that smells good. You basically get all these essential oils, whatever essential oils means. Who knows at this point, but and then you put some water in it, you put an essential oil in it, and then it basically just diffuses into the air. For those of you that don't know what a diffuser does. And honestly, I've got like a frankincense one in there at the moment, because Jesus, yeah. It smells so good. And they advertise that each of the smells does a different thing for you. And, you know, some people might think it's a load of, you know, bollocks, but genuinely, there's ones for creativity and stuff, and they seem to help. At least this frankincense one relaxes me. It just makes me feel good. You know, that little bit of anxiety that you may feel and stuff. I genuinely recommend getting one of these, finding a smell that you like, that just sort of relaxes you. And if you ever feel anxious, just turn it on, sit down for a bit, and just relax in the mist. I don't know if you can see it, but it's pooping out some mist. And you can see the shadow, actually. But yeah, here's some of my, in fact, these aren't vape liquids. These are the essential oils. There you go. Tea tree. And there's peppermint and all that stuff. Down here, I've got my PlayStation games and Xbox games. I mean, these are when I used to buy physical stuff. Nowadays, I tend to just get the digital codes because it's easier and I can get them pretty much straight away. Although, when I'm pre-order, if the game comes out on PS4, for example, only on PS4, I do know of a shop. I'm not going to say it because I don't want to get in trouble, but I do know of a shop that tends to deliver them like a day early before release date. So that's the only way I'll really get a physical copy of the game these days if I want to do that. I've got my old trusty microphone down here, the Blue Yeti. I used to use that for everything, but now obviously I've moved on a bit. Moving on here, we've got ourselves a mini fridge. I don't think there's anything in it, actually. There's nothing in it. There was stuff in it, but I just haven't really been, I don't know, needing anything to be fridged. PC here, I'll explain that in a minute. I've got my router here. I did have a fancy router, but I kind of stepped on it and broke it. So yeah, now I'm using my standard router. But the internet I use is hyper optic, and some of you may know this, some of you don't. I get a gigabit up and down. Well, it's not quite a gigabit up and down because obviously they can't, you've got to share the kind of bandwidth with other people in the building. But on an average day, I'll get about 700 megabytes up, 700 megabytes down. So it is, it's good. It's very good. Good for streaming, good for uploading, good for everything really. And downloading games and all that stuff. Now, this light here is like my genius response to that Elgato key light or whatever. Now, Elgato, I love them as a company, I really do. I'm not affiliated with them in any way, so nothing I say about them is a sponsor, but I love their products, but they're kind of pricey. For example, this is their green screen. A green screen shouldn't cost the amount this does. It's like 150 quid or something, but it does. I get that it folds into that little black thing and it stays up by itself and stuff. It is really cool, but it's kind of pricey. But I did buy that. However, I wasn't going to buy the sort of stream lights to sort of light up your face, so I just went with, a standard lamp, floor light and then just took the shade off it and then just put like a white light on it. And honestly, it works perfectly. Like that's what I use to light up my face so that the background can easily be cut out in my videos. So that's how my face cam works. So there's a little bit of an explanation into that one. Then I've got myself a little wireless charger for my phone. This is my 1 terabyte SSD. So when I've recorded my gameplay from this PC, I use this because it's fast as balls to transfer it over to my Mac, which I use to edit. I did used to use my MacBook Pro to edit on, but some dickhead decided to break into my flat and steal it. So there's that. There's no updates on that, by the way. When there is an update, I will let you guys know, but I don't know. I don't want to say the police aren't doing anything, but I've emailed them, tried to call them a few times, and they have not got back to me once. And it's now been a few weeks since it happened. Well, no, like a month and a bit. Either way, I don't know. I feel like they could at least give me some kind of update. Because just to go slightly off topic, I saw the guy about a week or so after it actually happened. I full on saw him. I followed him to a place. He was casing out another building, I think trying to rob another building. And I basically recorded the time, the road he was on, and everything. And because I didn't have a phone, I had to get a new phone because mine got stolen. At the time, I didn't have a SIM card, and I was on my way to get a SIM card, and I couldn't ring the police, obviously. So I just emailed them after. I emailed the guy who was on, the detective that's working on my thing, because he said, "Oh, you can email me at any point in time." I did. I said, "This guy was there. There's security cameras at go and check the security footage. You can see his face and everything to help him catch the guy." No email back, and it's now been like 4 weeks since. So yeah. I don't know. Anyway, let's not rant about that. This monitor here, this is like my trusty beautiful Asus monitor. I will link all of the exact model names in the description down below just because I cannot remember the name of this one. But it's quite old, it's relatively old, but it's still expensive because it's genuinely one of the best gaming monitors out there, I think. It's 1440p, 165 hertz up to, you can overclock it to 165 hertz, but I use it at 144 because it just seems like a good middle ground. But like I said, I cannot remember the actual model name for it, but it is an ROG Asus monitor. And again, I will link it in the description as well as everything else so you can see them. This is my new headset. So I did used to use some crappy like free headset that I got. Well, it wasn't crappy, but it just tended to hurt my head because I've got a massive head. So this is the Astro A40, I think TR, I think it's called. Yeah, there you go. Astro A40 TR. They're amazing. They're really, really good. You can put a mic on them. They come with this mix amp, so it makes everything easy for streaming and basically choosing what bits of audio you want to be loud and what bits of audio you don't want to be so loud and stuff. It's really in depth. There's software you can get for it inside of the PC. Well, obviously on the PC, but it's really, really good. I would genuinely recommend it, but there are other gaming headsets that I haven't tried out. So don't take my word for it. This isn't a review. I'm just showing you what I use. Then moving on, we've got my microphone. So this is the NTA1 by Rode, I think, with just a little microphone plop, plop, plop thing on the top, whatever that means. We've got a Rode microphone sort of arm that's attached to this desk, and then I can just sort of move it around. So if I'm actually recording my gameplay, I put it there. Or if I want to do like a voiceover, maybe I need to add in some audio or something while I'm editing, I can just twist it around and bring it to there and, you know, talk over whatever it is I'm looking at there. So quite a nice little microphone system, to be honest. And then that's connected through to this Focusrite Scarlett 2i4. I did used to have a smaller one, if I can just find it, this one here, which was the Scarlett Solo, but it kind of didn't work very well after a while. I mean, I've had this for years now, but my brother basically had this because he does DJing and stuff, and he needed a new one, and he just gave me that. So pretty nice of him, very, very nice of him. So that's what basically, because this is an XLR mic, it has to go through an XLR input into the Mac, and basically I record my audio and my face cam on my Mac, and then the gameplay on that, just because then I get full performance for the gameplay recording, playing it here. And then I get full performance, obviously, to record my, you know, face cam and audio there. Just because sometimes if I try and record my audio and face cam and record a game on this, it really just doesn't work out well. Something craps out and it just crashes my whole thing. So, yeah, this is a 27-inch iMac. Spec-wise, I can show you actually just by going to this. So there you go. If you want to see the specs for that, they are just there, just hiding the serial number there for you. But this is quite an old iMac now, so it's kind of disappointing. Like I said, I did used to edit on my MacBook Pro. I used to be able to travel with that, and you know, that was the machine to work with on the go, and it was obviously a bit faster than this because it was newer. So it's a real shame that I don't have that anymore. But hey, what are you gonna do? Positivity. We've got a 12.9-inch iPad even. This is the new iPad Pro with the new pencil and stuff. I love this thing. I use it to make all my thumbnails on, do all my emails and stuff like that. Used to use my laptop. Now I use that. But honestly, that is incredible. I absolutely love it. I didn't think I'd use an iPad as much. Like I always thought, oh, they're just one of those things that, you know, you want to buy, but you don't use them. But I think as a content creator, if you do your own thumbnails, you do your own sort of graphics and stuff like I do, then it's a really nice thing to have. And it's so nice being able to like use the internet and everything you need to do on a bigger screen without having to sit there with a laptop burning your balls off. There's a little statue from Ghost Recon Breakpoint. It's Walker. I got that because I did a lot of work with Ubisoft on Ghost Recon Breakpoint, so they sent me that, which is kind of nice of them. And PS4 controller there, PS4 Pro down there. As I said, got my green screen here. That's what cuts out the backdrop. We've got a fake bonsai tree there, given to me by my ex. I don't have a girlfriend anymore, just so you guys know. I didn't want to do a video like, oh, I broke up with my girlfriend. Feel sorry for me. But yeah, she took the dog as well. So heartbreaking. I know. What are you gonna do? Nothing. You're gonna let that thing slide. Anyway, then we've got my PC down there. Now, spec-wise, I'll give you the specs that I can remember of it, but it's basically, I know it's kind of hidden away. There is a glass panel here, but I go for like hidden away sleekness. When I've got a new office or whatever, I've got a new office space and I can, make things look a bit better or whatever, then I will. But for now, I don't mind it just being hidden away there. But inside of it, I feel like I should move this. I feel like you guys could, yeah, hold on. Yeah. There you go. So there's a little look at the inside of it. It's kind of all RGB'd and whatnot. It could be more RGB, but it's not so RGB. But the specs that I remember, I've got the i9 90, I want to say 9900, I think K, maybe, I don't know if it's a K or not. But I got it quite cheap, actually, like really cheap. It was on sale on Amazon. It was like £200 from like 400, so I was like, steal, get it. So I got that. That's the best processor that I could have got at the time. I think that now there's updated versions, but who cares? Then I've got a 1080 Ti by Zotac. It's like a very powerful one. I do want to get a 2080 Ti at some point, but they're like $1,000, and to be honest with you right now, I don't really have the money, and the 1080 Ti works perfectly anyway. Then I've got 16 gigabytes of Corsair, I want to say Dominator RAM. It's like their new sort of RGB one that looks really cool. Again, I'll link everything in the description below so you can see the actual list. I've got like three or four SSDs in there, like 1 terabyte each. So plenty of storage in there to record onto, store my games on, all of that stuff. And then I think it's a Cooler Master sort of closed loop water cooler. So the all-in-one water cooler is one of them. I did used to have a fan one that was like the Noctua one. It was Be Quiet. It was made by Be Quiet. But I didn't think it was doing the job that I needed it to, especially with the processor that I had. So I thought I'd go for an AIO. And now it works wonders. Although I can hear like water trickling through, and I kind of like it, but it worries me a lot because I'm like, is that going to affect everything in my system? Guess we'll find out. It just explodes and water's everywhere and then ruins everything. That'd be fun. Yeah. In fact, do they like have insurance for that kind of thing? Like if it's their fault and the loop breaks and then water gets all over your stuff, what happens? Is it my fault? Do I have to pay for everything new, or do they pay for everything new? That's an interesting thing. But yeah, that, I think, is everything. Now, I obviously have moved this, so I need to move this back because it looks kind of silly. There you go. But that's my office. That's how I work. Don't know why my voice is going high at intervals, but we'll go with it. This is where I work every day. This is where I sit. It's where I enjoy myself. That window stays shut. The curtain stays shut just because it looks out into the street and stuff, and people will see me, and yeah, it's easier just to be nice and hidden away in here. Through there is an ensuite, but that's currently full of all my stuff that I just don't want to be looking at. So it's like the storage room. I don't think I've forgotten anything. I've got a bin there. That's where the internet comes through from. Got this massive Razer Goliath, this mouse mat that I've had for years now, like literally years. And yeah, I think that is it. So let me know what you think about this setup. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Oh, I did say I was going to tell you how I did my videos. So, okay, basically, just a quick explanation. So I record the gameplay here. So I play it here. Logitech Brio 4K webcam. There you go. That's something I forgot. That's what does my face cam. It's amazing. With the right light, the quality is incredible. With the wrong light, webcam quality. But with the right light, it looks like as good as like a camera could, to be honest with you. So this PC is where I record the gameplay, and then simultaneously while I'm recording the gameplay, this webcam is feeding to this iMac, as well as the audio from this mic, both feeding to this, which makes, basically I just record my face in QuickTime with the audio, and then basically I grab the gameplay, bring it over here, and I'll have done like a 1, 2, 3, 4, so I can sync them up. Then I just jump onto this iMac, go into Final Cut Pro, and then make the video, basically, and then upload it. So it's quite a simple process, but like I said, if anyone wants me to do like an in-depth sort of how I do it, in case you want to start YouTube or whatever, then feel free to ask and I'll do it. And then obviously, like I said, I edit my thumbnails on there, and yeah, that is the system. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching. Sorry if this was long-winded, but a long time coming, and I thought you guys would be interested in seeing sort of how I work and where I work. And yeah, so yeah, guys, thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you want to see more like in real life videos like this, let me know, I can do them. I always get really out of breath. I'm not ill anymore, but I've still got this cough, which is kind of annoying. But I'll be fine. All right, yeah. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.